Alex Baina here, and today's episode will be about resource depletion. Water is used in a hydropower plant. In the Earth's interior, heat is used in a geothermal power plant. Sunlight is used in a solar farm. Wind is used in windmills to generate power. Plant and animal wastes are used as biomass. These are resources collectively known as renewable energies. They are called renewable energies because they can be replaced before they are consumed. Dead animals and plants millions of years ago may become oil, natural gas, and coal. Today, this can be used as fuel to produce energy. These are collectively called fossil fuels. Fossil fuels and nuclear energy sources are called non-renewable energy sources. They are called non-renewable energy sources because they can be consumed more quickly than it can be replaced. Renewable and non-renewable are simply resources that are utilized by humans for consumption, such as food and materials. When the consumption is faster than they can be replaced, this is where resources become depleted. Causes of the depletion of the natural resources. Human population is now 7 billion and is still increasing. As humans utilize resources for industrialization, there is also an accelerated rate of resource depletion. Mainstream agriculture for food production for nutritional requirements can have poor irrigational practices, poor soil management, and rely on heavy machineries. It utilizes excessive pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides. And the results to these poor agricultural practices are decline of important soil microorganisms that replenish soil nutrients. These practices also destroy soil structure, becoming unsuitable for plant growth, generally giving stress to the land. Due to population increase, the situation gives rise to the demand in agriculture and residential communities, but this stresses for deforestation or clearing of the forest. About half of the world's natural forest cover is at present gone. The consequences are loss of trees and thousands of animals and plant biodiversities, destruction of the natural habitats. The loss of trees also cause erosions and degradation of the natural soil minerals. Deforestation also contributes to the 12 to 17% rise in the greenhouse gases, leading to global warming. Booming economy demands for a greater number of engines, machineries, and minerals. With better technologies, exploitation becomes easier. We are digging deeper, and eventually we are now experiencing fossil fuels and minerals depletion. Eventually, the globe will experience uncertainties from overharvesting of petroleum and minerals. Example is, soon the earth could run out of phosphorus, which is an essential element for plant growth. Overfishing. It is a human behavior of getting more fish than the fish can recover its population through natural breeding. This can result to fish supply scarcity. So what are the possible solutions to minimize resource depletion? Use electricity more efficiently. Change your light bulbs to LEDs. Turn your refrigerator down to a lower level. Unplug electrical devices when not in use. Set the room air conditioner at 25 degrees Celsius and apply shading to your windows and walls. Cook using the right size burners and use fans to allow air movement to cool the room. Use more renewable energy. The Philippines has so many natural resources that has the potential to lead in renewable energy production in the world. The country is abundant in the following resources: wind, water, geothermal, sunlight, and biomass. Promote sustainable fishing rules. Hunt for specific species at different times of the year and use sustainable methods so that the fish can continue to thrive and reproduce in their habitats. Avoid single-use plastics. Single-use plastics are made from fossil fuel, known as petrochemicals, that are commonly used for packaging. Usually they are disposed right away. The problem is that it will take for plastic to decompose after 400 to 1000 years. It will have enough time to accumulate in our environment to clog our waterways that can cause flash floods. They also reach our oceans and suffocate marine organisms and die. Drive less. Use public transport. Buses and trains carry many riders in a relatively smaller space compared to individuals who use their cars. It keeps the traffic from being congested and lowers emissions and reduces air pollution. The riders can also avoid the stress from driving. Recycle more and improve recycling systems. Recycling is the process of collecting and processing of reusable materials. This activity can greatly help the community and the environment because it reduces waste. It minimizes exploitation of natural resources since manufacturers can now tap domestic raw materials. It can also provide jobs in the community and reduce pollution and energy from the production of new materials. Use sustainable agriculture practices. Sustainable farming is not compromising the ecosystem. An example to this is planting a variety of crops through crop rotation. Do not use synthetic pesticides, chemical fertilizers, or genetically modified organisms. And lastly, reduce food waste. Reducing food waste is saving money, since it will enable one to buy less food. Less demand for food leads to the reduction of emission and consumption of energy from the growing, manufacturing, transporting, and selling of food.